Have you ever stood at the edge of a life you thought was already written, feeling the cold wind of rejection on your skin, only to taste the sudden sweetness of an unexpected rescue, like honey melting on your tongue after years of bitterness? That fragile dance between fear of a doomed fate and the fragile hope of a new identity is the beating heart of episode 12 of The Villainess, is adored by the prince of the neighbor kingdom, titled Love is Always and Forever. Released today, March 29, 2026, as the powerful finale of this 12-episode season, it brings the story arc to a tender, satisfying close. You feel like you're right there in the grand hall, smelling the faint floral perfume mixed with sea salt from the neighboring kingdom, hearing the soft rustle of elegant dresses, and sensing the warmth of a hand that chooses you when the world turns away. It leaves a quiet ache and a glowing curiosity. What does it truly mean to rewrite your own story when love arrives like an unscripted miracle? Streaming on Crunchyroll, with English subs and dub available. Episode 12 picks up from the emotional tension of episode 11, where the ocean itself seemed to darken with ancient fairy magic and unresolved feelings. Tiara Rose Lapis Clementil, our reincarnated heroine, faces the final echoes of her old engagement and the lingering shadows cast by Akari's actions. This episode focuses on heartfelt resolutions, quiet confessions, and the gentle building of a future across kingdoms. It transitions the tale from uncertainty and rivalry into a warm, hopeful forever, without rushing, but with the steady grace of a story that has earned its happy ending. Like the moment in history when two nations seal peace with a single alliance, everything clicks into place. The pacing here is deliberate and elegant, like a slow waltz that builds to a perfect final spin. It advances the main narrative by wrapping up the central conflicts, broken engagements, ice-sky rivalries, and magical threats from the Sea Fairy King, while delivering gentle revelations about the true power of choice over scripted fate. No big shocking twists in the traditional sense, but quiet, satisfying ones. The way small acts of kindness from earlier episodes bloom into lasting bonds. The dramatic balance feels just right, more emotional intimacy than explosive action, letting the romance breathe. Fans often wonder about cloudy elements, like why Akari's interference sometimes felt too convenient, or how the fairy magic tied into the Otome game world. From the light novel by Puni-chan and its manga adaptation, we see the anime stays faithful while softening some sharper edges for flow. The game's bad end, for The Villainess, is fully averted not by force, but by genuine connections that the original scenario never accounted for. The finale clarifies that overlapping destinies, human choices meeting fairy lore, create something stronger than any pre-written route. It ends on a note of peaceful closure with just enough open warmth to make you smile at what comes next, like the quiet after a storm when the sun breaks through. Tiara Rose, voiced by Mai Fushigami, shines with real growth. The woman who once carried the heavy weight of knowing her villainous role now stands taller, her hidden wounds of loneliness and fear of abandonment turning into quiet confidence. Her choices feel consistent yet beautifully transformative. She chooses kindness even when it would be easier to strike back. Aquasteed, the prince from the neighbor kingdom, reveals layers of steady devotion that go beyond romance. His motivations stem from seeing true worth where others saw only a label. Their dialogue shows mutual healing. Supporting figures like Heart Knights and Akari get moments that humanize them without excusing past pain, making everyone feel alive and real. The episode quietly asks, can love truly rewrite who we are, or does it simply help us become more ourselves? It shows power not as control or revenge, but as the courage to be vulnerable. Sacrifice appears in small, everyday ways, giving up old grudges, crossing kingdom borders for someone else. Hope wins over despair not with grand battles, but with shared smiles and honest words. You feel it deep inside, like remembering times in your own life when one person's belief in you changed everything. The fairy lore and kingdom relations deepen without overwhelming. Marine Forest's sea tide magic enriches the universe, showing how emotions and ancient spirits intertwine with human hearts. It adds beauty and a touch of mystery, making the world feel lived in and magical in the gentlest way. The script is warm, sharp when needed, and often poetic. Lines about love being always and forever carry real weight. They linger like a favorite song after the music stops. No heavy cliches. Instead, simple words that feel honest and touching, the kind that echo in your mind long after the credits. Studio DN, under director Takayuki Hamana, delivers lovely work. Art director Kazuhiro Arai crafts soft, dreamy palettes, gentle pastels for romance, deeper blues and greens when fairy magic stirs. Character designer Majiro's designs stay expressive and elegant. Fluidity shines in quiet gestures, a hand reaching out, a breeze lifting hair. Stillness in close-up faces speaks volumes about inner peace, while movement during emotional peaks feels natural and heartfelt. Beauty here means comfort and truth, not just sparkle. Camera camera angles stay intimate, soft close-ups during confessions make you feel like you're sharing the breath between characters. Wider shots of kingdoms and seas remind us of the larger world. The editing rhythm is gentle, like a calm heartbeat, amplifying tenderness and quiet tension. The OST by Satoshi Hano and Karen Nakano acts like a soft embrace. Familiar motifs from earlier episodes return with new warmth, swelling gently during key moments. The ending theme, Meiho no Odo, feels especially fitting. Silence between words sometimes speaks loudest, letting emotions settle like morning mist. My Fushigami as Tiara Rose brings a beautiful mix of strength and softness. Her voice carries both past-life sharpness and present-day warmth, with subtle tremors that reveal the character's soul. Yuichiro Omahara as Aquasteed delivers steady, reassuring depth that makes his adoration feel genuine and moving. Their performances make every exchange feel alive and personal. I felt wrapped in a gentle, hopeful glow, like stepping out of winter into the first warm spring day. Moments of quiet understanding left a sweet scar of longing and joy. The climax isn't a fight but a collision of destinies, two hearts choosing each other freely, shifting the entire story from fear to forever. It made me wonder, what parts of my own script am I brave enough to rewrite with love? The episode leaves lingering echoes about identity, second chances, and the quiet power of being truly seen. Some might feel the finale leans more towards sweet resolution than high drama, and a few magical threads resolve quickly. But these choices feel intentional, like a story that knows real happiness often comes in soft, steady steps rather than fireworks. The focus on emotional payoff over spectacle makes it more intimate and rewarding for those who followed Taero's journey. Episode 12 is a beautiful success, strong in its tender storytelling, warm character work, and gentle visuals. It fully achieves its goals of delivering a heartfelt, satisfying close to a charming isekai romance. Now the question lingers like perfume on the wind. When your own story feels written in stone, will you dare to reach for the hand that offers a different ending, one filled with adoration, choice, and love that lasts always and forever? You already feel the pull. Go watch it. Your heart might just find its own new beginning.